It's League One, Gameweek 1, prediction time. Let's be having it. With me to go through all the games this week is my co-host, it's Mark Ryman. How are we getting on, Mark? Feels like ages since we've done one of these.
It does. Last time we were predicting games in the Championship, and the season before we were predicting games in the Premier League. How life changes in 2 seasons, eh?
Comes at you fast.
So we said it. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? We said in our we just finished recording our 1 to 24. So if you haven't checked it out, have a look, check it out. And you already pre-mentioned that we know nothing about League One, and you can add to that it's the first game of the season, which is always notoriously impossible to predict as well. So if any of these hit, I'm going to take that as a win.
Yeah, I think you should put a very large bet on all of these, but I don't condone betting.
Really
but whack a ton on it, Ryman. If you want to live dangerously,
predictions.
Well, you can whack a ton on my predictions then. How about that? Ryman,
not much better.
Luton Town versus Wimbledon. Who you got for this one?
Luton Town 2, Wimbledon 1. I am denied about it, and I tried to leave my Luton Town bias, because actually my Luton Town bias had us drawing the game, not winning it. Because I think on paper, if you look at the two sides, and despite the fact that Luton desperately need a striker and a left wing back, I still think Luton at home should beat Wimbledon. I don't think it's going to be as easy as a lot of people have predicted. I've seen crazy scores like 4 and 5-0 thrown out there on other places. That won't be the case. Wimbledon will not make it easy. They're a side that will come into the season going to Luton, who are going to fight, and they are going to make it very difficult for Luton to break them down. I've got Luton winning, but I think it'll be tight, and I've gone 2-1 for this one.
Wow, how about keeping this succinct? I've gone Luton 2, Wimbledon 0. I watched... no worries at all. I saw Luton versus Southend. I was thinking, oh, God, Wimbledon are going to absolutely turn us over. And then we kept it goalless against Tottenham. So I thought, oh yeah, happy days, right? So Luton Town 2, Wimbledon 0. I think there's a clean sheet on the cards, and Wimbledon have an exact time. The most prolific striker. Right, Cardiff versus Peterborough.
Cardiff 1, Peterborough 0. Cardiff, I think, at home against a side that's lost the players that Peterborough have, are going to win it. It's going to be tightish, but 1-0.
Yeah, well, I've gone 1-1 for this one because essentially Cardiff haven't signed anyone, Peterborough have lost a lot of people, and the first game of the season, there is no form. Anything happens. Who knows? We're taking a wild guess, throwing darts at a dartboard in the dark, out of a moving car. We don't know what we're talking about, but we're having a good time with it.
I recommend not to do that, as well as gambling, by the way. Yeah, just in case
absolutely.
Any kids watching.
This is just a whole list of things not to do. Blackpool versus Stevenage. Who you got?
Blackpool winning this one, I think. I really do. Far better team, on paper at least. Blackpool 2, Stevenage 0.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of Steve Bruce magic. It's going to be a little Brucey bonus. Blackpool 1, Stevenage 0. Take that, Stevenage. No bias. I'm leaving it at the door. But yeah, Blackpool, they're just too strong. Good team.
Yeah.
It's going to be a clean sheet for Blackpool. Right. Bradford versus Wycombe.
Yeah, 1-1. Bradford just come up. Wycombe disappointing end to last season. Put those two things together. Momentum tells me it's going to be a draw, especially at Bradford as well. So I hope Bradford do well this season. I do. No bias, of course, against Wycombe. 1-1.
So I've gone Bradford 1, Wycombe 3, purely because I think this is going to be Richard Kone's come get me game. I don't know if you remember talking about Luton. Luton won 8-2 against Yeovil many, many years ago. And that was Isaac Vassell's final game. Bagged a hat-trick. And that was his, come get me for Birmingham. And so I reckon Richard Kone is going to put on an absolute masterclass to try and get signed by someone. And that's going to be his farewell game. So Bradford 1, Wycombe 3. Kone notching all the goals. And then we'll say, see ya. And he'll be gone to the Championship. Burton versus Mansfield. Who you got?
Burton 0, Mansfield 1. I usually go for a home team in the opening fixture, but Mansfield, I think, are a better side. So, yeah, it's going to be tight game. Are these? I don't know why I'm asking you this question with your geography, but they've got to be close to the local rivals. So
Is this a
I don't know whether it
derby?
is a rival. I don't think it's a derby. But hey, feel free to correct in the comments. But it's not far away from one another anyway. Yeah, anyway, 1-0 Mansfield.
No, exactly. It does feel like a very northern game, doesn't it? Yeah.
Midlands.
I've gone Burton 0,
Midlands.
Mansfield 1. I reckon it's a local derby. I don't know if it's a local derby, but it has that feel to it. So I'm going to say it's going to be a feisty affair. Very tight, though. And Nigel Clough is going to come out on top against his former team. Right, Doncaster versus Exeter City.
I've gone 2-0. Yeah, I think Grant McCann will see this one. 2-0. Exeter are going to struggle this season. Here, 124s, I think Exeter are going to struggle. So, yeah, I've gone 2-0. If you say this is a local derby, then we might as well stop recording now.
So I had a thought about this one. I'm pretty sure there is a train that goes from Doncaster all the way across to Exeter and Plymouth. I'm sure it's like...
Is that what constitutes now as a local derby? Because there's a train from London to Glasgow, mate. It doesn't mean that, the Orient Express, if you want to go with local derbies.
It's the Caledonian Thistle derby. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no.
It could be. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I might even be confusing Darlington with Doncaster. I'm not even sure. I've gone for a Desmond here. I've gone 2-2. Oof. Not that I know anything about it. I'm just, I thought
gut feel.
First game of the season, team that's been promoted, trying to, stamp their authority on it. 2-2. Why not? Yep. Right, Huddersfield versus Leyton Orient.
Yeah, game to watch of this week for me. It's going to be a good one. But I've gone for Huddersfield to edge it 2-1, particularly as they're at home. They're such a strong squad this season. We've both got them finishing highly. I won't say where. Watch the video if you want to see where we've got them finishing. I think most people have predicted them there as well. So, yeah, Huddersfield 2-1 for me.
I believe that video you're talking about is in the description below. So check it out. Why not? Right, I got Huddersfield losing this one 2-1. I've got 2-1 to Orient. I think, it's Lee Grant's first game. All these new players, big names. I reckon it's going to take some time to gel. Richie Wellens, quite an experienced manager at this level. I reckon he probably he's a shrewd boy. So I reckon Orient will probably rock up at the John Smith. I think it's the John Smith, isn't it? They'll come, take the 3 points, and get back to East London. Bish, bash, bosh. Right. Lincoln versus Reading. Who you got?
Yeah, 1-1. Couldn't pick one for this one at all. Both teams, I think, will do okay this season quite well. I've got Reading doing a bit better, but yeah, tough one to pick. I don't see either scoring loads of goals, so yeah, just went with a safe 1-1.
I've gone 2-0 here. Mainly trust in the Scubs. That is my rationale for this one, mainly because I have no form to go off. It's purely based on vibes for the manager, and I like the Scubs. I think he's very, very good manager. So yeah, 2-0 to Lincoln. Plymouth versus Barnsley. Who you got?
Yeah, this is my Desmond. I went for a 2-2 here because I just think, yeah, why not? Both going to be good teams at this level. We have no idea what Conor Hurahan's going to be like, but hopefully it'll be good. If he's anywhere near as good as he was as a player, it'll be a good game. So yeah, 2-2.
Pretty much exactly the same, except I've gone for a 1-1 because, we don't know what's going to happen at this level. I trust him cleverly. Hurahan, unknown quantities. So I've just gone for a draw. It could be a very interesting one. I'll watch those highlights with great interest. Right, Rotherham versus Port Vale. Who you got?
Yeah, this one I don't think is going to be as entertaining, but hey, I might be wrong. I think we both got Port Vale struggling this season. Rotherham 1-0 just, and mainly because they're at home.
Yeah, well, to quote Robbie Williams, I believe Rotherham will be winning instead. I've gone 1-0 Rotherham. That joke fell flat. And
Uh,
through it.
yeah, no, I
Oh!
got
Yeah.
it. Sorry, that's not why I didn't laugh.
Yeah, it was just terrible, wasn't it? Hey,
Yeah,
dad jokes.
hey,
Can't help the dad jokes.
that's right.
Right. Well, excuse the singing as well. You'll get a lot of that if you subscribe to this channel. Right. Wigan versus Northampton. Who you got?
Yeah, 1-0 Wigan. Wigan will do well this. I can't see the Cobblers doing particularly well this season. Hey, but I might be wrong.
They should bring Danny
Wigan at
Hilson
home.
back.
Oh, yeah, that prolific striker that they had for him. Yeah, well, he was prolific at other places. He was pretty good at Luton. Just did he? You said you really sold me. He didn't score a single goal, did he, for Northampton? So there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, 1-0 Wigan.
Yeah, he also went 3 years without scoring a goal for Luton as well before he did pop up with one from a yard out. Prolific. I've gone Wigan 2, Northampton 0. I think the Cobblers will struggle after getting back to this level. I remember they had Ivan Toney for a spell, didn't they? He was absolutely prolific under Chris Wilder. Good days those were. Yeah, and the final game we have is Stockport versus Bolton. Who you got?
Yeah, another one to watch, actually, isn't it? That's going to be a good game. I've gone 1-1. I couldn't pick it. I think Stockport and Bolton will do well this season. One doing significantly, or a little bit better than the other. But first game of the season's always tough. Two good sides, 1-1.
Interesting. I've gone 2-1 Stockport. I think they're going to come out the traps firing. They're going to be the early pace setters, in my opinion. Dave Challoner, hell of a manager. They made some absolutely unbelievable signings as well. Right, it's the time for the lock of the week. Who you got, Ryman?
Yeah, so I've gone for Blackpool to beat Stevenage. I think they will be at polar ends of the table come the end of the season, and for that reason, they're the biggest banker in the first game week for me. So yeah, Blackpool to beat Stevenage 2-0.
Okay, and I'm going for Wycombe versus Bradford. I know it's low-hanging fruit, isn't it? You know, after all this, Richard Code might just be dropped from the lineup because of the transfer speculation. Who knows? Or they might play him. But I think if Richard Code plays, I think he absolutely blows Bradford apart. This could come back to bite me. Who knows? Yeah. But those were our League One, Game Week 1 predictions. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments if you did. Let us know in the comments as well your Game Week predictions. Just copy, paste, put your predictions in there. And we look forward to reading them. And everyone, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And football is just around the corner. Take care.